Have you ever wondered how you should respond when someone disrespects you in public or cracks a nasty joke that leaves you feeling small or embarrassed? How can you command respect even from those who habitually undervalue others? How do you stand your ground with people who tend to diminish those around them? In this video, we'll explore key psychological strategies and practical techniques to help you handle these moments with confidence, making sure you earn immediate respect from those watching. Stick around to the end because we'll reveal exactly how to behave when someone tries to publicly ridicule you. First, let's understand why you might find yourself in these situations and why sometimes respect isn't freely given. Often it's not about personal dislike or contempt towards you, but rather opportunism. Some people try to boost their own status by putting others down, whether in friend groups or at work, treating others like stepping stones. To avoid becoming a target, it's crucial to establish self-respect from the very beginning. But what does it mean to gain respect? It's not about forcing respect on others. Instead, it's about setting boundaries so no one can take advantage of you to elevate themselves. If necessary, don't hesitate to distance yourself from environments that fail to value you. Still, the best path is prevention. That's why we're sharing effective tips for handling situations where someone tries to belittle you, whether at work, among friends, or in family settings. Before we dive in, please support us by liking this video and subscribing to the Awaken channel if you haven't yet. Alright, let's get started with tip number 1. Make your first impression count. When meeting someone new, always stand up to shake hands. Don't stay seated. Sitting while they stand puts you in an immediate disadvantage, making you look smaller and more submissive. Plus, make sure you hold steady eye contact. A common slip-up is looking down at their hand instead of the face when shaking hands. This slight downward tilt of your head sends a subtle signal of submission, giving away power before you've even said a word. So next time someone comes to greet you, stand tall, lock eyes, and confidently shake their hand. This simple body language sets the tone and demands respect from the very start. Second tip, handle interruptions with a firm and calm gaze. When someone interrupts you in public conversation, it can be frustrating and undermine your confidence if you don't address it effectively. The best response starts before you even speak, with your eyes. Fix the interrupter with a steady, calm, and determined look. This simple, silent gesture sends a powerful message. They've overstepped, and you're not going to let it slide. Holding their gaze shows you're aware of the interruption and that you expect to be heard. It's a subtle but strong way to regain control of the situation without raising your voice or escalating tension. After a moment of that firm eye contact, politely but assertively ask to continue, using phrases like, "Can I finish what I was saying?" or "May I pick up where I left off?" These gentle requests clarify your boundaries and make it clear that you expect respect in the conversation. Often, this combination of calm eye contact and polite assertion is enough to stop the interruptions. The interrupter usually picks up on your confidence and realizes it's time to step back. It's important to remain composed during these interactions and avoid glaring or seeming hostile, because that can escalate conflict. Instead, focus on calm assertiveness. This approach works particularly well in public or professional settings, where maintaining dignity and composure is key. Remember, your presence and how you carry yourself speak volumes. This small act of standing your ground with calm confidence signals to others that you value your voice and won't let it be dismissed. Over time, this builds your reputation as someone who commands respect simply by how they behave in difficult moments. Third tip: when someone tries to humiliate you with a joke in a group, use silence and calm to take control. The first rule is don't react right away. Often the power of humiliating jokes lie in your immediate response, especially if it shows discomfort or embarrassment. Instead, act as if you didn't catch what they said. Pretend you didn't hear or understand the joke fully. Then calmly turn to the person who made the joke and ask them to repeat it. You might say something like, "Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Could you say that again?" This simple strategy does two things. First, it shows that the joke didn't affect you, taking away the emotional charge the joker was counting on. When you ask for a repeat, it forces the person to reconsider what they said out loud. Second, repeating a joke usually makes it lose its edge. Telling something once can shock or embarrass, but a second telling it usually feels awkward or silly. So by making them repeat it, you're deflating their attempt to put you down. What's more, this move shifts the spotlight back onto the joker, putting them in an uncomfortable position. Now it's their turn to feel the pressure. Often they'll hesitate or stumble because the joke doesn't have the same impact the second time around. You've effectively flipped the script without ever losing your cool or stooping to their level. This tactic also signals to everyone watching, friends, co-workers or family, that you won't be easily shaken or ridiculed. It's a powerful way to maintain your dignity, keep the atmosphere light, and discourage future attempts at humiliation. Tip 4. When someone is trying to provoke you or make you angry, try this clever psychological move. Change the subject with something totally unexpected. Imagine someone is pushing your buttons, trying to get a reaction out of you. Instead of responding with anger or defensiveness, drop in a question or comment that feels completely out of place. Something that has nothing to do with the conversation at hand. For instance, you could casually ask, "Hey, do you know a good place nearby to grab a coffee?" Or say something light and offbeat like, "I think I might have put on too much perfume today." The key here is to make your comment or question sound natural off the cuff, so the other person doesn't immediately realise you're using a tactic to diffuse the situation. This little curveball interrupts their flow, breaks the rhythm of their provocation, and often leaves them momentarily confused or off balance. By doing this, you take away their power because they lose the thread of their attempt to rattle you. It's like suddenly throwing a curveball in a predictable game. They have to reset, rethink, and in that pause, the tension cools off. Plus, this approach keeps you calm and composed without escalating the situation. This technique works wonders in public, social, or workplace scenarios where maintaining your cool is not just about your own peace of mind, but also about showing others you're in control and unshakable. Finally, let's move on to the fifth and last tip. Remember, respect isn't something people owe you automatically, but that doesn't mean you have to tolerate disrespect either. If you find yourself in a situation where someone clearly isn't willing to treat you with respect you deserve, it's okay and often necessary to walk away. Walking away doesn't mean you're admitting defeat or giving up. Instead, it's a powerful statement that you value yourself enough to choose being an appreciated absence over a devalued presence. It's about protecting your energy and boundaries, and showing that you won't accept anything less than respect in your life. Choosing to step away can sometimes be the strongest move you make, signaling to others and to yourself that your self-worth is non-negotiable. Have you ever faced situations like these? How did you respond? Drop a comment below sharing your experience and your thoughts on handling disrespect. Thank you for watching. Keep exploring the depths and awaken the light within. I'll see you in the next video.